On today's episode, we're answering a question from local teens about when friends pressure someone to have sex. This is Jessica Scoltetti, Outreach and Prevention Manager at Safe+Sound Somerset. We are Somerset County, New Jersey's lead domestic and sexual violence response organization, providing services at no charge to survivors for over 40 years. So today's question from local teens is, Dear Ava, what if my friend says, if you really love me, you'd have sex with me? And today we're joined again by Safe+Sound Somerset volunteer Ella Blank, who goes to the University of Maryland. Hi, Ella. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everyone. So, to answer the question, if they really loved you, then they would respect your boundaries and your decisions. So, based off of your question, it sounds like you feel uncomfortable, and this statement can make you feel uncomfortable. And here's the thing, you don't have to have sex with anyone that you do not want to, and you don't have to prove your love in this way either. And if someone says this to you, it can be a form of guilt tripping.
Yes. Guilt tripping to us is when someone makes another person feel guilt or a sense of responsibility to change their behavior or take a specific action. But this can happen in any relationship, not only friendships, but romantic and otherwise. And remember, sex does not equal love.
Yeah, definitely. There are many ways that you can show a person that you care about them without having sex. You can love a friend in a platonic way too, if they're just a friend. But having sex is an intimate activity, and if partners are not willing and excited to participate, then that is not full free consent to have sex or do anything else that you aren't comfortable doing. A person should never have to pressure, convince, or guilt someone into doing anything sexual that they don't want to do. If your friend is attracted to you, there are other safer ways to ask about becoming closer. But putting pressure to have sex is not that way.
Totally. It sounds like they are putting their own needs before yours. If they really loved you, they would not pressure you to do anything you don't want to do or are unsure about. And that includes sex. Sometimes we do hear from teens who have been pressured or forced into sexual activity with a friend. Your friend is trying to make you prove their love or show that they are attracted to you, but in reality, what they are doing, it sounds like, is pushing you away or making you uncomfortable. So, Ella, what do you think? Since this is a friend and someone they care about, what do you think they could do if they keep feeling pressured?
Well, you set your boundaries if you feel safe to do so. This means you can always say no. Feel free to say no. You could tell them that what they're saying is making you uncomfortable and communicate that to them and that you don't want to do those things. And remember, you always have a right to leave a friendship or a relationship for any reason, especially if they're making you uncomfortable. You don't have to feel guilty or justify why you're leaving or how you feel if you don't want to.
Yeah, that's good advice. I agree. Plus, keep in mind too that consent or permission for sexual activity always has to be FRIES, FRIES. This means consent has to be F for freely given, so there's no pressure from either partner. It has to be R or reversible, which means changeable at any point, so you can change your mind. Consent has to be I for informed, which means that everyone knows what they're agreeing to and that there's no tricks. E is for everyone agrees, and S is for specific. This means that consent is ongoing. Partners only agree to one thing at a time. And keep in mind that everyone also has to be of age, so that changes depending what state you're in.
Yeah. If don't if you don't feel safe to say anything, then you can remove yourself from the situation if it's possible. So think about reaching out to a trusted adult who can provide you with emotional support, or reach out to a supportive person that you trust, whether that's a parent, guardian, family, friend, coach, teacher, anyone that you feel comfortable talking to. If they don't believe you or they downplay the situation, then you can find another adult.
Yeah, and you can call or text the Safe+Sound Somerset helpline for support also from a trained advocate. Remember, you're not the only one dealing with this, and there is help available. Thank you so much for being here again, Ella.
Thank you for having me.